welcome to Walla Walla.
Thank you.
And now you're coming to this job. Your previous experience has been in a number of combat operations. What do you anticipate as being a big change? Is this a big change for you?
Well, it is as far as the mission goes, because this is a civil works mission with all the projects on the Snake River, environmental things, but it's not so much as far as the leadership aspects. I've been privileged in previous jobs to work with civilians a lot, so it's a great opportunity to take that next step and continue to do that. It'll definitely have a different feel to it than the combat operations, but what a great mission and great opportunity.
Have you had a chance to tour very much of it, or has it been you're going to be going in feet first, as it were?
Right. I've gotten out to a couple of the different projects on the Snake River. Got to Lower Granite Dam, and I've been out to Lower Monumental, and of course Mill Creek and Bennington Lake here in Walla Walla. So I've gotten a chance to get out and see those, although I haven't had a chance to really dig in deep yet and find out all the challenges and the great things that people are doing. So this first month that I'm in command, I'm going to get out and see as much of that as possible and meet as many of the partners and stakeholders as I can.
Okay. And talking about the people, as you mentioned, you're going to be working with a lot of civilian employees here. Is that different from your previous experience?
Aspects are. Like I said, last job that I was in with the Asymmetric Warfare Group was about 50% civilians. So I've had some pretty good experience in some other previous jobs as well. But I'll tell you, I'm real excited about it because the Walla Walla District, the reputation of the employees and the professionalism and what they bring is great. And you don't get that in all the Army units where you've got a lot of junior level folks that are working. So in a lot of ways it's much easier to step into something like this.
That's something I've noticed about the Walla Walla workforce. They're very long term, and you're hoping to maintain that, I imagine.
Yeah, maintaining that is critical, both for continuity, because especially when we're dealing with all the customers, the partners and stakeholders, those relationships are so important. And so as we get the right people and keep the right people on board, then training and development is a big thing, so that we keep the right workforce engaged and we don't have this constant turmoil, because that's pretty frustrating to everybody else.
Do you anticipate being able to enlarge recruitment by the civilian workforce?
Well, I haven't had a chance to really dig into our future year budgets too much. Walla Walla District has grown over the past year by about 100 people, and there's still some vacancies that need to be filled. So I know that much. I really couldn't tell you the extent of it, but as I learn more about it, we can keep you informed.
Yeah, speaking with your predecessor, Lieutenant Colonel Farrell, he said that's one of the challenges that you're facing is being able to replace the workforce, your powerhouse people, the skilled trades as they retire. You need young people in there. Yeah,
and it's a challenge too, because a lot of our projects out on the Snake River are remote locations. So it's a long commute for a lot of folks. There's not a lot of communities right out next to the dams, and but the folks we're bringing on board are really good quality folks. There's a selection process that we go through to make sure we get the right people on board.
Well, I'm not out of questions at this point. Would you like to make any statement that maybe I didn't say?
I think the one thing is just that as I come on board, we're going to continue to work with all the partners and stakeholders, and open communication is going to be the key. So the district will continue to try to work those relationships, and when we can work together with those partners, and that's when we're really going to find those good sustainable solutions for the region.
Have you had a chance to visit any of the downtown tasting rooms?
We have, not the tasting room so much, but we have been around downtown, and we love the town. It is great. I grew up in more rural Pennsylvania, so it's like coming back home to a small town, and people are so friendly here. It's a great place.
I kind of forgot your family. Do you have children, or?
No children, just my wife and my dogs.
Okay.
So people around town will see us walking the dogs and what have you. But yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to Walla Walla.
Thanks very much, Andy.